Hello, sir. Hello, madam. This is Darnapu Ganesh. Hall ticket number 21955A0302. Third year, fifth semester, mechanical engineering. Now I am going to present my TED Talk video topic on public sector budgeting. What before going into the public sector budgeting topic, we have to know what is budgeting. So basically, budget means the amount or the fund which are spent by the government on the publics to fulfill the basic needs of the public. So that are known as budgeting. So that is known as budget. So for example, HAL there near at Balnagar, it is Hindustan Aeronautical Limited. Sorry, health. In budgeting, many categories are there. Example, if you consider health, education, industrial, transport, and all, food, and all these are many categories are there. These are the types of budgeting categories. Among and also not only the health, transport, food, education. For example, if you consider HAL, it is one of the leading public sector. It is one of the leading public sector. That is HAL, Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, which is located at Balnagar, and also BHCL. These all are run by the central government. That is central government, and also how it can be run. That is a basic thing, no? So it is run it is run by the funds which are coming from the central government. So that is that fund is known as budget. So budget budget means the many in 2020 nearly 20,000 lakhs are sanctioned by the Financial Minister of India. She is by Nirmala Sitharaman. So total 20 lakhs not only for the this public sector budgeting, it is for all the basic needs for the public. So the total 20 lakhs crore not only for public sector but all categories. So this is a brief introduction. So let's get into the topic. Public sector budgeting. Public budgeting is a core of any government, as we already discussed that. Without budget, the government can't run. So that is the reason for any government, budget is a crucial one. Since decisions about how to use resource affect all area public policy and government programs. With emerging technology like artificial intelligence, AI, a new opportunity may be exist to improve public budgeting. Although recent researchers have focused on many topics related to public budgeting, there is a still gap in terms of knowledge about the potential role of artificial intelligence technology. While the potential advantages of using intelligent algorithms for optimizing private sector have been studied, there are also potential benefits that are unique to public sector, particularly in terms of improved decisions making. This study proposes a methodology based on the artificial intelligence to explore the optimization of federal government public budget distribution. Types of budgets. Based on the estimation, there are three types of government budget. First one, surplus budget. Surplus budget is nothing but the amount which are sanctioned for the any sector after spending the amount which was left. For example, if I sanctioned 10 crore to the any, let me consider HEL, the amount expenditure of the HEL is 8 crores. Then the leftover amount is 2 crore. That is known as surplus budget. The amount which is left after spending the amount. The amount which is left after considering overall expenditures, balanced budget, the budget which is equally, for example, same HAL company, 10 crores are sanctioned, 10 crores are completed as a expenditure. So that this case is known as balanced budget, equally completed, equally used. That is known as balancing budgeting. Defect budgeting, nothing but so same HL company, 10 lakhs are sanctioned, 10 lakhs are completed, and extra 5 crores are needed. That the extra amount is needed. That this time in this category, sanctioned amount in this category, not only sanctioned amount, more than sanctioned amount need. That is known as defect budgeting. The topic is basically public sector budgeting, no? Okay. We can consider public sectors like ONGC, Coal India, and BHEL, HAL. These are all commanded to the public sector that is run by the central government. Okay, we can consider one example, that is ONGC. What is the ONGC? Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. IOC and their oil PSCs. PSC is nothing but public sector unions. Public sector unions to invest 9.81 crores in 2020. Actually, as in first slide, we already discussed the budget, the amount from 20 lakhs crores, 20 lakhs crore, nearly 1 lakh crore. 1 lakh crore is to the POCs like ONGC. ONGC and IOC, other PSCs will invest over 10 lakh crores. Sorry, 1 lakh crore in the coming financial part, starting April, exploring for oil and gas refiners. ONGC and other oil invest over petrochemicals are laying pipelines to meet needs of the world's fastest growing energy consuming nation. We already know, if we consider population wise, India is the second largest population country in the world. That is the reason more people are there. So it is a basic basic thing that if the population is more, then need of the basic needs are more. So that is the reason our government initiated and laying petrochemical pipelines, and also these pipelines are running over very fast, and the aim is to growing fastest energy consuming nation. That is the main aim to laying the pipelines. The investment proposed in 2021 is almost 4% higher than spending by the state owner of oil. We already know every year the budgeting amount was increasing rapidly by the central government or a financial minister. That by increasing uh, by increasing the budgeting, we can get maximum outcomes. That is output. The budgeting is input. Current financial year ends according to the budget 2020. Oil and natural gas, we already know, ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation leads the pack of 9.90% in the capital spending of 32 crore. The company is investing in finding new services, reserves, oil and gas, and bringing to production discoveries. It has already made. It is developing discoveries in the both east and west coast of the country. IOC will also investment in petrochemical business double to core what is explore spends core plus core. Privatization bond Bharat Petroleum BPCL. Privatization bond Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, that is BPCL, as proposed at 14% higher capital spending. Two-thirds will be in its core, and most of its pipeline grid expansion projects are near completion. Gas utility GAIL India Limited will not see any major increase in its investment core, as most of the pipelines projects are nearing completion. We already know BPCL, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, which is a and it is under the government control. That is under the central government. And Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, HPCL, oftenly we call as HP, petrol bunk, no, that is known as Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, and also it is also major percentages for the central government. That it is known as the HPCL is one. It is also a public sector, nothing but it is a under the central government. ONGC will invest in the financial, and also the budget of the budget in the year of 2021, financial year 2021 is 11,500 crores, and which was invested by the ONGC. So it is the budget. Oil India Limited, that nation's second largest oil producer, will be invest next year compared to the current fiscal. And also ONGC is the second largest, and it is at the second position. So that is the importance of the ONGC. That is the reason day by day the budget for the percentage of budget for ONGC is increasing day by day. In her second budgeting, financial ministers, as in previous in first slide we already discussed what is budget. So in that we already know after the elections of 2019, Nirmala Sitharaman is appointed as a financial minister. So Nirmala Sitharaman is a financial minister of the and also on Saturday laid down plans for expansion of national gas pipeline network to the 27,000 kilometers for the present, and pricing sorry sorry pipeline network to 20,000 kilometers from present 16 and piercing reforms government leaks advancing the use of environmental friendly fuel. The government has a set target to raise the share of natural gas in a primary energy basket 50% by 15% by 2030 from current 2.6.2%, connecting gas sources sources to consume hubs is key to achieve this. Presently, the most of the gas pipelines are concentrated in western northern part of the country. If we consider if we consider it is a map of India, mostly for example, if you consider this is a map of India map, uh, it is a north part, no, it is south and it is west, it is sorry, it is east and it is west. So this part is totally this part is totally um, with the pipelines. This total from south to east. This part is totally from mm, with pipelines. The, the findings indicates that investment in the social development in Mexico should be increased and non-program based on the budget should be reduced. We are we acknowledge that many of other factors influence in the allocation of public budget to different policy domains and specific government programs, including political and environmental variables, but think it is useful to have a proposal solution to better understand the difference between policy priorities and budget allocations. Policy priorities and budget allocations is different. It is basically policy is nothing but introducing a new schemes. Budget means uh, spending amount. It is basically it is two different terms. In the budgeting is a topic of great importance since decisions about funding influence public policies and their potential impact on society. Budgeting consists of efficiently and optimally planning how the resources of the an organization will be applied to achieve its objectives while anti-participating the potential for the further impact the resources. Budgeting enables timely decision making in order to efficiently achieve the organization objectives. In addition, it is useful to compare the projected projected budgeting with financial available resources allowing to defect a we already discussed the previous in earlier slide budgeting. What is the what is the main aim of budget is decision making in order to achieve a organization in effective object in order to achieve effectively budget. That is the main of objective. Three ways of understanding the federal budgeting. Budgets according to the socio-economic object, they have expenditure according to the nature of service provided, economic classification, administrative classification, entities, and resources for management and control resources. In a functional classification, the expenditure is provided good and the services to the population is the classified as social development, economical development, government non-programmable expenditure refer to the unconditional transfer of federal entities Developing countries face so many difficulties in the public budgeting process because of their strong pressure from the greater control, strengthening accountability rather than the increasing organization, which creates a conflict between performance and accountability. The budgeting process in Mexico consists of planning, authorizing appreciation. For 2001, estimated budget is million pesos. The dividend four main sectors are social development, economic development, government, and non-programmable budget. Government face different problems in allocating budget based on the public policies. Sometimes certain time in budgeting allotted by the custom, by law, and even some parties and community. Party community is nothing but nations, so nothing but it is a divisional term related, and use of intelligent and transport algorithms that allow for data analysis have the potential to yield better decision making. Machine learning is an AI technique used to find patterns, analyze and classify the data, and generate knowledge, making possibility information generate, find the relationships and not possible with other types of statistical methods. The use of artificial intelligence potential to transform the way we analyze problems by assisting in the decision making, identify the different solutions to the complex problems, and the we already know better. AI means it is a artificial intelligence, nothing. If you consider man and a robot, which who can work more efficiently, the robot ultimately the robot will work more efficiently than the man. That is the reason. In spite of taking the man, here we are taking help from the robot. Like that means artificial intelligence techniques, and it can work efficiently and it can solve the problems efficiently than the human, and that is the reason these policies are good for the society. That is the reason mm, that is the reason we are taking help from the AI, artificial intelligence techniques. The function generating algorithms is based on the 6 parameters, that is population size. We already discussed in first slide, that is population size. India is the very huge population size, and worldwide if you consider it is the second largest population. And selection and fitness function, crossover and mutuation generations, and useful for optimization problems. Selection we have to select one category for if you consider health, or else for education. Poor countries like Libya, Kenya spending nearly 10 to 50, 10 to 20% of budget, overall budget. Nearly 10% overall budget. Even poor countries like Nigeria spending 10 to 20%, whereas coming to India is providing just 2 to 3%. India 2 to 3% for education. Okay, if you compare nearly 15% difference to as compared to poor countries like Nigeria. So it is very different conditions. So selection is a important. Selection plays crucial role in budgeting. So that is reason selection is a more. Thank you.